Hello, friends. Uh, there's that. Yeah. Okay. Um, what we're doing here is taking out insurance on ourselves. As long as the elite, make so much money off of making plutonium and have control of all of our energy, we are vulnerable to them. Uh, They could care less about whether we live or die, except it's just fine as long as most of us die and leave all the wealth to them. That's how it is. So this is why I insist that you consider being independent, because as long as you have a Geiger counter, you can kind of monitor what's going on, even if you are without any power, or things are shut down in some ways, and you're unable to get gas, run the car, anything else like that. If you have your Geiger counter, you can kind of tell. And say your average background is 35. I'm going to just always round it. I'm not going to go to the decimal. And 100 is alert. Anything 100 or over is an alert. And let's say that during the day you get a 70. Well, it's not big enough for an alert, but it is something that probably it would be a good idea to take another 10-minute reading before you go to bed. And then you can go to sleep. It's all right. And so anyway, this is the whole point of this, is to make you insulate yourself at least a little bit here, as far as being out of the way of propaganda, because I'm hearing it coming. There is propaganda that is pro-industry and very sneaky innuendos of people that want to destroy the country's economy, and all this kind of stuff. Well, you don't need that. Gosh, who we don't need that. But it also, the same thing is, if we notice variations in our food. Let's say milk. Milk's pretty important to us, and you want to have a couple of chopsticks that you rest your Geiger counter on. And so it is suspended over the milk, and it's always the same width. Always use the same chopsticks and everything to be, maintained on there. Anyway, you do that and get a reading. If you have a reading that's starting to creep up, or is, say last week's milk showed absolutely no difference in reading, but this week you noticed it was maybe 10 points higher than it was last week. Maybe this is something significant, because what they're leaving out are the numbers. And show me the numbers. I want numbers. I don't want your adjectives that are fraught with hyperbole and to make you anxious. And I don't need that. And you don't either. You need to be cool-headed and calm. And may I also add sober during these times, because you're going to be probably making some rather important decisions. And you need to have a clear head. Let's see, what else? Was there anything else that I wanted to mention? There's only 3 scientists, independent scientists, on this whole thing, and that's Dr. Caldecott, Um, let's see, Chris Busby. Forgetting the other one. But anyway, there's only 3 scientists that are on the people's side, and I don't care about the economy. You know, when it comes to human life, I'm no. So anyway, that's for openers.